guys, RSG here, and welcome back to another command block tutorial. And today we are onto the entity selector tags. And what are entity selector tags, you may ask? Well, you know, a few episodes ago we talked about how to select certain entities with the @A and @B tags. Well, you can expand the selection with entity selector tags, and it works like this. You have, for example, @A, and then you use these square brackets, which are often on the right above the enter button on your keyboard. Just press two of those and you have these tags. I'll space them out for you, and just put them straight behind your entity selector tag, or your entity selector. And now we're adding tags to them. So basically, when a certain player matches these tags, which are in here, it's getting activated. And in this case, when we are using the TP command, he is getting teleported up. So to see that in action, we have a command set up right here. It's teleporting everyone with a selector tag of x equal to 0, comma, y equal to 7, comma, z equal to -32. So what this means is when the player has a x coordinate of 0, a y coordinate of 7, and a z coordinate of -32, he gets teleported 4 blocks up. And as you see, by the way, this is the point which I mean with those coordinates, and when I press it, I get teleported up. However, this is wrong, because you see, if this is the block, we shouldn't get teleported if we are right here, right? Well, we still do, and that's because we miss a tag. When we look in the next command block, we are now selecting the block we are standing on right now, and it's adding a R tag, and R stands for radius. Or range in some cases. I just call it radius because that's what it is. And I set it to 0. So what this means is it's selecting no blocks outside of this block. If the radius was equal to 1, it will select all the blocks around me in a circular radius of 1. So this is a radius of 1, and this is a radius of 2 from this block. What is it? It's 0, so it's selecting only this block. And then, if I teleport myself up, you see it works. And when I step 1 to the left, you see it doesn't. However, if I change this to 1, the radius, I get teleported up. And if I step 1 block more this way, I don't. So that's how that works. It's really cool. So you can specify which players get teleported at a certain location. Let me quickly set the time today. Like that. So yeah, and on the next one, we can actually shorten this. So if you actually use the x, y, z, and then the radius, you can, if you use the x, y, and z at the first 3 tags, you can actually leave out the x equals and the y equals and the z equals, which is rather useful because then it saves a little bit of time. So this just still works. As you see, this is the new coordinates. I filled those in and it still works. So that's cool. And even you can even shorten out the radius tag if you put it as the 4th tag. So yeah, just to show that even works. So that's really cool. Next we are onto a new tag, and this is the name tag. And the name tag works as follows. Just put name equals and then RSDG Productions, which is my name. So it only teleports me. If I just change my name with, for example, ss, you see I don't get teleported at all. Which is, yeah, another cool thing. So if you're an admin of a server or anything, you can make a certain button that only teleports you, which is rather cool, I think. The next one is we are selecting a certain type. So this type is item, and we are using the @E, which is selecting entities. So if we just grab a glass or a command block, which is better visible, and just drop it on the ground, and this is teleporting everything that is a type equal to item. So it will only teleport items 30 blocks up, and that's just so we can see it fall. So if you see, it gets teleported up, and there it falls down straight in my inventory. And I can even step away a little bit, and there it goes, and you'll see it fall down. So that's rather cool, I think. And I then don't get teleported up. You saw I just stood here. There's another thing, and now we have exactly the same. However, we are using a exclamation mark, and I'll just space this out for you. It's a equal exclamation mark, and that basically means that it's everything except. So this is teleporting everything except the item, everything that has a type that is not equal to item, 4 blocks up. So just drop the item right there and push the button. I get teleported up, but the block is still there, which is another very useful tool. So now we are on to things that I can explain, but they are very difficult because they have to do with scoreboard objectives. Scoreboard objectives is a rather difficult topic of command blocks, but I'll tackle those later on in the series. You'll get to know them for sure. But yeah, in this case, this is just how they work. If you have a score of minimum equals to a minimum of 1 and a maximum of 1, then you get teleported. I don't have this set up. It's just to show. And this is the team name. So we have teams in Minecraft. If you don't know. But if I am on a certain team, I get teleported. If I don't, I'm not getting teleported. That's just the things you can do. So if you are interested, this is how they work. I'll just show them for a quick second again. So if you know how they work and you don't know how the tags work, this is how. And just replace objective with your objective name here and your team name here. So that's how that works. That's the end of this row. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, a like will always be much appreciated, as well as a subscription, of course. I'll see you in the next episode, guys. Bye!